How are you guys kind of blocking out the noise? I know Kirby's motto this season was like, no one cares, but like now that you're the #1 team in the country, impressive road win. How are you guys kind of blocking out that noise?
I feel like we just take everything day by day, as in like we just stay on our schedule, as in what we did last year, how we practice, just a routine, and we just adapt to the routine, and that's kind of how we do that.
Darnell, we saw Oscar got his first touchdown on Saturday. Just what have you seen from him through his first year?
A lot of improvement to the physicality-wise. You know, coming in as a freshman, it's not easy. Same thing with me. Like when I came in, I mean, it was a news flash from high school to college, and I mean, it's a big jump. So, you know, improvement and just being physical.
Zion Lowe was talking about the scout team yesterday. I guess, one, did you spend any time on the scout team during your first year? Two, how did that kind of help you as you, like you said, it was a newsflash from high school to college?
For me, going against guys, my freshman year was Aziz and, you know, Trayvon, but I mean, younger Trayvon, but them guys just helped me improve into my game and kind of mold me into the player I am today.
So do you think kind of helped you improve maybe blocking?
Oh, yeah, for sure, blocking and just being physical at the point of attack.
What have you seen from some of those guys that are on the scout team this year? Like specifically, you know, the guys that you're going up against?
So far this year, Marvin Jones, he just got better with his hands and, you know, just engaging and getting off, shutting off blocks. You know, he shut me a couple of times, things like that. But players like that, and let me think. Even Luke Collins, I know he'll walk on and all, but, you know, he came back last year and he's better this year within everything, improvement in the weight room with his weights that I've seen him do, and everything he does, he attacks it 100%.
Darnell, what was the expectation when you came in here as a five-star freshman in terms of what you thought you'd do right away versus the reality of what you learned you could do?
I came in with the mindset as a sponge, you know, like I feel like most five-stars are big-time athletes out of high school. I feel like we come in as a mindset, or should at least come in as a sponge. And I mean, I came in knowing Trey McKitty transferred from FSU, so I was just like, honestly, I didn't even think I was going to play how I did. And but yeah, I just came in to learn a lot.
Kirby really praised your maturity and how much you've grown over the past year. What has sort of led to that? And have you pushed yourself internally harder to do more, to be on the field more, to be in better shape?
I feel like one thing that helped me improve was me having a family at a younger age than, you know, most people. So I feel like I had to just mature in day-to-day life, and then football aspect is just going against older guys. You know, you just got to mature, and you know, like when we had practice, yeah, we had fun, things like that. But high school practice, you just go on the sideline, and, you know, you just not pay attention, you just joke around, things like that. But here, you joke around on the sideline, Kirby finna get on you.
Is that a big adjustment for you, just having to make that, knowing that you're playing for something bigger than just yourself?
Not really. I feel like in high school, you know, everybody want to win state. So I feel like you're playing for a team. You're playing on the team and for the team at that level. It's kind of the same thing here. Everybody want to win the natty, and so I mean, you're going to play for the team that you're on.
So you guys are typically known more as a running team, but you have gone to the air a lot more. Can you talk a bit about the path, like the thought process in going to the passing attack more?
I mean, I'm not the OC or nothing like that. I just do what the play is, but I mean, we got a lot of weapons that could catch the ball, so why not? You know, air it out, but we also got weapons that could carry the ball, so I feel like just, I guess, balancing it out, as you could say, make us more deadly, you know, in the game.
I'm talking about your OC. I mean, you ever kind of look at all the things he's throwing at you, or throwing in there, and different kind of plays, you kind of shake your head and wonder, man, where did that kind of come from?
Freshman year for sure. You know, coming from a public school, our offensive playbook was nowhere near like this. So, but as like now, it's like everything makes sense. You know, like we run this play to make it look like this play, you know, things like that. So I feel like I just adapted to, our playbook very well.
And Coach Mark was talking the other day about your ability to displace opposing defenders. I mean, as far as that aspect of displacing, placing other guys, how much enjoyment do you get out of that? For example, making that perfect body, knowing you sealed that guy off or put that guy in the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, when it first happened, because high school I didn't block at all, so I'm gonna just be real. So when I first, I forgot what game it happened in, but when it first, it just brought enjoyment, and I was just happy, seeing Zamir or Cook, score, and I'm like, dang, like I know, like he scored because of my block or things like that. So I just like, let's do it more often, And so I just kind of had that mindset and dominating the run game or blocking anything.
Have you ever seen looking in another guy's eyes across from me, like, oh man, I've got to go against this guy here?
I feel like that's every week. That's my freshman year. My freshman year I played all SEC schedule, so
Yeah.
that SEC schedule kind of tough. So just going every week and seeing different people and just.
Do you see yourself as an intimidator as far as being a blocker goes? I mean, is that kind of mindset you try to take?
Not really. I just take a mindset as let's go 110%. And if he back down, he back down. But I don't really. I may not. I'm not really sure if I intimidate people, but I just go, just do me.
Did it take time to adjust to that mindset of being a blocker just as much as you were a pass catcher?
Yeah, it for sure took time, and kind of maturity as that. I just embraced my role, and I'm 6'7.5", 280, so can't catch the ball forever, So
If you go back and look at the tape this past Saturday, it looks like Marcus Rosemary-Jackson was everywhere on the perimeter, kind of blocking for y'all. What has he meant to this offense in the last couple of games, especially this season, in terms of blocking in the passing game?
Marcus, he's an excellent blocker on the perimeter, so I feel like with him out there, he get the job done 100% of the time. I feel like he's a bigger receiver, strong, physical, and he'd also catch the ball, strong hands, so he's a great player.
Can you talk a bit about what you see from the backfield with McIntosh getting passes a lot and with Kendall going and being a power back for you guys? Can you talk about the versatility you've seen from your two main backs and how much of a benefit it is for your offense?
It's a good benefit with, if you have a back that can catch and run out the backfield and, also tote the ball. So, with that, it's like, they're not one-dimensional. Kenny's not one-dimensional. He's just not, you got to hand him the ball. Either catch it out the backfield, either catch it deep, catch slants, either whatever route you want to throw at him. Run it full speed, get open. I felt like he had I'm not sure he got a wide receiver background, but he looked like it, so that helps the team a lot. And with Kendall just being a bigger back, exposed to back, that helps the team as well. Punching it in, 4th and 1 or 3rd and short or goal line, things like that. So that helps the team a lot.
Can you talk a bit about the importance of selflessness from you guys? We talk a lot about the blocking when the players are drawn up for you, but you're going out there putting your body on the line to help your players get extra yards. Can you talk about the importance of that selflessness for how explosive you guys' offense has been?
Yeah, that's probably one of the key things you gotta, kind of have a mindset, and it's important with being unselfish. If you're not, if everybody had a mindset as in I want to be the face of the offense or the face of the team, then the chances of that team being good is very little. So I feel like if you spread the ball around and let everybody eat, here and there, then it's harder to stop that. The offense. Look at LSU a couple years back. You got receivers, you got tight ends, you got running back, everybody to play. So it's kind of just hard to stop a team with multiple weapons.
Darnell,
Got time for 2 more questions, guys.
if I'm not mistaken, you took your official visit the Notre Dame game. That was 3 years ago today. What do you remember about the atmosphere that night, and how big of a role did that impact your recruitment?
It was crazy that night. I feel like that was the first day or night with the red lights. I may be wrong, but I mean, it was just a crazy atmosphere. And it was a good game. So, I mean, I feel like watching that game, I was just like, dang, I just see myself on that field in that uniform, doing what these dudes doing, playing for this team under this head coach. So I was just like, why not the G? So that's why I came.
Darnell, I remember seeing a picture of the Oregon game of you celebrating Len McConkey and actually jumping on his back. I mean, you remember that? Did he get on to you for doing that to him?
Either. What was the question?
I said, did he get on to you for trying to kill him like that?
Lad is a joyful guy. I mean, he was happy he scored. I was happy he scored. The whole team was happy. So, it's just.
Did you see the picture by chance?
Yeah, I seen the picture.
Yeah.